Alright, this is a response video, just some other stuff I've seen on YouTube, and I'm going to make a video here. I've been doing a lot of how-to stuff, alright? But I want to have some other people maybe have a shorter learning curve than I did on this. I'm going to show you how not to build a solar power system. This is based on the older Harbor Freight solar panels, okay? Pretty heavy duty. I put them on this swing up mounting system, so if I tow this trailer behind a van, they're all protected from the wind. When you park, you swing the mounting system up and you brace it. It's all plastic and metal, all weatherproof, right? Relatively heavy duty. The problem with something like this is low power production, even when I've got these pointed up into sky. On a mobile application, weight versus power production has to be in a realistic ratio. Okay, all this stuff here is 60 watts. That's it. Okay, now when you run the Harbor Freight charge controller, you can add a fourth panel and you're not blowing over the charge controller. But oh yeah, and everybody likes those Trojan deep cycle batteries. Let me tell you, mine were on a mounting thing right here. Notice dangling wires. Shit that's been disconnected, shit that's getting removed, right? I'm pulling all this up. The Trojan batteries, they're at the recycle yard right now. Okay, they are gone. I saved a cable for one of this. I'm going to be cutting a bunch of this cable out and unintegrating it with the trailer wiring. The Trojan battery box, I don't know, put it on Craigslist for 10 bucks. Okay, here's the thing. Those two big honking 6-volt Trojan batteries will not run power tools because of the way they handle voltage drop and cable lengths and all this other kind of stuff. I'm better off with this kind of little boat battery. Okay, this works. Some of that other stuff that's put together by people or designed by people who, never try to use this stuff or something, I don't know. When I didn't know what I was doing, that's what I built. I read the stuff, watched some other videos, built it like they said, and, it could run a little laptop or a couple little things. Can't run a lot of stuff. Can't run power tools with it. You need short, thick cables, a very short run between the inverter and this. The guy who had originally built the electrical system on this trailer was some kind of a high-end certified electrician. I bought the trailer from a dissatisfied owner, and I've put in this system. That's all working right now. But I figured out that bigger and better solar panels, that's a necessity right there. And in this kind of weather, notice that's kind of gray out. These things barely produce any electricity, although in the summer I can go all the way using a grid tie inverter. Okay, yeah, it looks a little goofy with the ladder like that. I had to clear that light because I got to be able to replace it. I can still step on that. It's not a problem. But how not to do a mobile solar setup? I'll tell you how not to do it. Don't screw around with the Harbor Freight stuff on the panels. Okay. That's kid science fair project stuff. Okay. If you want to put a shed in your backyard and kind of experiment a little bit, that's okay too. I started out doing this. This is where my learning curve was. I had a dozen of these panels. I've got another 8 of them on my camper trailer. Chances are that if I try to move that trailer around a whole lot, they're going to have to come off because of the weight versus power production situation on that. Although with that trailer, I'm probably just going to move it on the camper trailer you've seen in some of my older videos. I'm going to move that and you just leave it where it goes, And but yeah, guys, listen, I'm going to explain to you about these solar panels from Harbor Freight. They're okay for fixed location or okay for experimenting and learning. But yeah, they're not cost effective. They aren't. Okay, they're not cost effective. Trojan deep cycle batteries. I'm sorry, man. I'm not going to go buy I'm not going to go buy new batteries for a few $100 every couple of years. That's no. If I can't get 10 years out of my batteries, I'm not buying them. Now these cheaper RV batteries, they got a warranty that's a few years, and yeah, I'll be keeping an eye on that. I'll be keeping an eye on the float. I'm going to keep an eye on a few different brands of charge controllers, because that matters. But just so that people understand where I'm coming from on this stuff, understand where I've been, okay? I've done the 13-year-old science fair project grade solar stuff in the past, and I know where it's coming from because that's how I had to learn this. There was no real special school for that. If there is around here, it's kind of overpriced anyway. Buying and building with this stuff, probably better than paying $2,500 to go to a junior college course where some guy will tell me everything and I got nothing to show for it. At least here, I got something I could donate maybe to a homeless camp or something like that. But just so you guys understand where I'm coming from and my experience with off-grid solar and mobile, this is where it comes from, and you're going to see a lot of upcoming videos of where it's going to, because this shit's going away. And when I show something on this stuff, it's experience, folks. Not just academic, not just theory, it's experience.